Alright, we're back with more Zula Ilath-Pal. Let's see if we can do our sneaky sneak again and pickpocket from this guy while being followed by not Rumarin.
You to the finest Fletcher in all the land.
Sarah, let us exchange coin.
Come on. Am I about to make the same mistake as last time?
You're not getting anything from me.
Oh, it's a... Yep, it's a 0.
Where to next?
I didn't realize it was 0. That's kind of not good. Do I need a pickpocketing outfit just for him? I don't want to deal with any sort of crash. So...
Do you have business with the Dominion?
Hello,
Greetings.
and welcome, my friend. It was my pleasure, friend. What's on your mind?
Has it already set him as not the store owner?
Good to see you. Good luck on your travels.
I don't think he's the store owner anymore.
Take a look.
This is just a random merchant that happened to be in. Look at all the stuff I can enchant, but look at how expensive they are. Do I just want to sell these? Feels wrong.
It's time for you to
Shadow hide you.
That doesn't belong in the museum? Interesting. I mean, we'll put it in the museum anyways.
Hello, friend.
Good day, Sarah.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
And now we're gonna be over encumbered. That's a lot of tabs. Don't see anything for the museum. Think that's missing textures. Need to make an ebony quarterstaff. Oh wow, I'm not overweight yet.
Anytime, friend.
It's not much to ask.
10 out of 10. Oh no, she died to the dragon. My inaction has costs.
Feel free to look around. We have a fine selection of herbs here at Angela's Aromatics.
Do you have business with the Dominion?
No. Oh.
Hello, friend. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Take care, dearie.
Welcome to Bits and Pieces. I'm sure you'll find what you need here.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
What do you need, my friend? Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Be careful out there.
Alright, what else besides shopping do we have? Need to speak to Jorn after dusk. Pay off the Merc of Zenithar. He's following me on that. Well, I may need to get a fancy dress. Do we have any fancy clothing? I mean, I could wear the Dunmer outfit. That'd be a fashion statement. but it might also be a couple centuries out of date. Another dragon attack? I'm gonna go clothes shopping
Come in
instead.
and shut the door. So nice to have pleasant company for a change. Let's see if we can't find an outfit that suits you.
Lots of jewelry. What? Sure, I'll buy one of these. Okay, now I need to go through all of these to see if any of these belong in the museum. I think I saw one with a green. Yeah, two with a green. Already got that. And I need to sneeze. Still dealing with allergies. Clovian. If I wanted to dress like Aryan. Ooh.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
Neat. Alright, let's see how she looks. This actually doesn't look half bad. Oh. Oh.
Sister dear, could you try sewing these sleeves a little tighter? We can't have our customers looking sloppy.
I need to pull something up. One moment. No, not quite. But nonetheless, I'm going to show. So I need to do that, do this. I think the outfit here, these extravagant robes, are supposed to be from Morrowind. So they don't quite match Ognar's robes. Oh, what joy it would be. What joy it would be. Oh my god. I'm just thinking of things that could be done. I don't think I could do it in this playthrough, but in theory, there's the Proteus mod. I think that's what it's called, but I know there's like one mod where you can have like multiple characters within the same save file. I wonder how difficult it would be to replace all this stuff associated with the NPC that's the Neverine in that mod, Moon and Star, with a custom NPC basically created and that one can play as. That would be funny. That would be funny. All right, let's put you back, you down.
Of your work.
I mean, this is technically a dress. Oh, we gotta save.
Oh, certainly, dear. We couldn't afford to have our customers look like the simple pigs they are, now could we? Good.
What happened to the guy that was following me? Do I want to fight or do I just want to cheat?
Ass!
Part of me wants to cheat because I don't want to deal with a dragon.
That takes care of that. It's really dead then?
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Nice. So I need to get to the museum.
It's really dead then?
Or I can study for another 3 hours.
Your wound seems serious.
Such amazing art. I really hope I can get that good one day.
Seriously, what happened to the guy that was following me? He went back to the Thalmor? Darn.
We appear to be
Alright. Whoops.
missing a few novels from the newest collection.
So I guess this would be the most expensive stuff I could make. should I? Didn't I create one of these as well? Nope. Runny nose. You know what? Why not? Let's have some fun. I don't need to take all of these, and I was almost too lazy and took everything. Take hide lace just in case. Take some fur pelts just in case. And we'll take all of that. All of these. And let's see how many pearls. And this one's even more expensive. Fur mantled. I may need to go over here. Oh, curse not having backspace. Alright, how is one supposed to make these fur? Closed body, noble fur mantled. No. No. Do I have anything else that I can craft with that might make closing? No, these are just these sort of thing. No, I must have grabbed the wrong one, but we also don't have enough sapphire? Really? I can only make 2 more. Am I not close on it being able to make any of these? This is 21. $104 pearls. Why haven't I been able to steal one of these? Well, rip. Took all this stuff for no reason. Actually, may need some soul gems. Let's check to see. Oh, we can. Double Mafala. What does it just look like? No, I can't go on this. Go on boots. No. Oh, hey, he decided to find me. Sleep attire.
Do you have business with the Dominion?
Hush about this stuff. Just keeps it safe.
I swear, by the time I get done dusting, it's time to start again.
Been a pretty good day.
What is it you desire?
What can one do with Azura's power? Ah. Yeah, I don't need to stress
This place
about
is so quaint.
praying.
I wonder how I can make it more grand.
It took both of them. Neat. I knew I made one of these. We got earrings, we got an amulet, we got plenty of rings. And do we have a bracelet? No, probably because it conflicts with something on our regular armor. The pickaxes just won't do. Or the fishing rod. We'll keep keening. What about a cloak? I don't know. Maybe no cloak.
Not to entice your sweet tooth, but they sell the best sweet rolls here.
The wraps and cheap boots. Not sure, why not? Oh, let's pull up Mantella. How are we doing on weight? Okay, we're good on weight. Wait, I can't remember. I think if I'm remembering correctly, this is going to be taken from me. The outfit I just put on. Shenanigans.
I'll be going to Trevence tonight, the burning of King Olaf and a Thalmor party. Do you want to join me?
All right, Zula, two very different kinds of fire in one night. I'll join you, yes, with conditions. For King Olaf's spinning, I'll keep the warding simple and quiet, sit where the bards want eyes, and let them have their story without me correcting the footnotes.
Correct all you want, the college and I made up most of the story due to the condition the lost verse was found in.
That tracks with what I saw in the margins, mere patched with guesswork, proper nouns smoothed where the ink bled. Fine, I'll nudge where it helps the tale sing truer without stepping on their chorus. If they rhyme numinix with drinking decks, I reserve the right to cough very pointedly. About the Thalmor party, yes, I'll come, but we do this my way.
Okay, but also if Delphine will be able to get you in. It's also a part of her plan to spy on them. Let's hope for the best, okay?
Hope is good. A plan is better. Here's mine in case Delphine can't float my name at the door. I walk in as your archivist and copyist for King Olaf's verse carrying a slim folio in 2 quills.
Sounds good. The alternative would be I just teleport you in. I'm pretty sure I could break their wards. Do you want to dress like mine? Or do you like sporting your millennia-old Dunmer fashions?
Tempting as it is to scandalize the embassy and antique brass, I'll take a dress if it helps you glide through introductions without questions. Plain lines, nothing that snacks room at the ribs to breathe, and sleeves I can hide a charm thread through. Hem just above the ankle so I don't eat marble on their stairs. Keep the Dwemer underlayer for heath and knives.
Yes, my beloved.
Let's make her a dress then. So which one do I have? I think I have this one. This gold one here. So give her blue. 3 leather strips. Linen rask. And let's just see if we have linen wraps. I also think I have a spell to create linen wraps.
Would you look at that? It's incredible.
Leather strips, goldsmith bar, 10 karat sapphire. I took them all by accident.
This place is amazing.
May as well.
If you plan on running away on a ship, the voyages here are the cheapest.
No, these don't. This doesn't have anything. screw it. Let's just give her additional barter as well. What are you doing? Get back. Yeah. Look at how bad these guys are. Am I gooning? Maybe. Maybe not.
Well, you're quite sexy. How did I ever get so lucky with you?
You asked, I said yes, and then you kept showing up when things were hard. That's the trick no song ever bothers to write down. Help me with the clasp at the shoulder. There. How does the line fall?
Perfect. May I have a kiss before we head out?
You may. Come here. There. Breathe. Once with me slow. All right. Let's go set a king on fire and make the Thalmor pretend they enjoy poetry.
How cute. Who knows? Maybe I'm a budgeting romance writer. And by romance, I do not mean smut. I mean like actual romance. A la Aladdin and Shalyn. Although I've definitely seen people online complain about the romance between those two characters in the Stormlight Archive. Before I forget... Not that I really need more. But if we do the thingy-mabob, so
I've been looking for you. I've got a letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I think we created an inheritance fraud. If she does try to take my dress and the sword, I'm gonna give it to...
Oh no, by the gods. This can't be happening. Ugh!
What was that?
That was a snack. This person is busy. Oh, I guess it would make sense
With the Dominion.
for that lady to show up here if she was being attacked. Oh, the Dragonborn is sometimes at this museum. Maybe they can help me. All right. Nice glitch. All right, now we're in, and all we've done is like some shopping. Powerful blood.
Ah, the bard. Great. Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
You know, I like my desk, but it has on its keyboard, so it has like a rolling keyboard thing. But it has like some brass clips, and my legs keep getting stuck on them. Like right now, I'm purposely hitting it. Like it's supposed to close up, like you can push the keyboard all the way in and then bring a top up so it looks like any other cabinet in the desk. Why isn't the game loading? Oh, I guess we wait for a moment. No. Seriously. Oh, time to bring up Task Manager. And task. Close out. And we try again. I'm just like so annoyed as I don't know what's all causing the shenanigans. It's probably like seasons. I honestly regret installing that, but I think what happened is trying to remember back to when I installed all the mods. Like I don't think it was I was going for seasons directly, or was I? Can't say. I just remember that there was like one texture for a plant that was weird, and I can't know if that drove me down into like just on the mod itself for the textures was weird, and that ended up me requiring seasons. And things like Dynalot, which I hadn't used beforehand, because I don't really care that much about such things. Do we crash? Alright, now attempt number 2 on Does It Crash, as I attempt to save. Who has powerful blood? Was that it? Oh. Alright, yep, that was it.
Ah, great. Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
I've got your back.
I forgot to put this away. Yeah, Delphine can keep this.
Lead on.
Let's have her exit.
So much to do.
I'm gonna create a new save. And then I shall try to exit myself. Or at least we have something in front of us this time. Maybe that's a good sign.
Can't have a meal without meat. Come and get some here.
Ah, it doesn't go in a museum.
Candy.
Get some spiced
Get
wine.
to King
A festival
Olaf's
favorite.
festival candy.
Remember when there was the Numidian over there?
Welcome, people of Solitude. Get some here. We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate
Oh, there he is.
the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant. With the lighting of the effigy, come and get some here. She becomes a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Please welcome our newest bard. Try one for free, come back for more. Get your meat pies. I think they like you. Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event. And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you. Ah, good to see you.
Well, the one
Always good to see a fellow
faction
bard.
where the player does not become a guild master.
Stop by again.
Too bad it doesn't have a better.
Always good to see a fellow bard.
Get your festival meat pie, specially made. Time for you to leave, my friend.
Thank you so much. The festival has really increased my Oh, very brisk. When the snow sets in, even the hardiest
Yeah,
Lord
anyways,
needs some spiced wine to warm them up.
it's a bit sad the quest isn't a bit better. No, I don't have my scalpel. I don't need to.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
It was a dragon. Been annoyed about the hair clipping. Truly, this is why I must have the clothing and hair physics.
If you want anything, think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
And then we must increase breast size and make them all jiggly. That's how one plays.
It's already decided, Father. May our ancestors be witness to your glory.
Some say I'm too generous, but my fortune is large. I would give more, but that would result in less efficient spending.
He's in the inn. Look around. I'm sure you'll find him.
Ah, you know as well as I that our kind cannot afford to create suspicion. It's a great shame to be forced to feed on beggars and travelers. The shame should be theirs. Our kind should be allowed to dine on masters, generals, thanes, and jarls. We should be carried around in gilded palanquins while the common folk shout our names and reveal their necks, begging that we stop for a bite.
Is this guy a part of... Oh, golly, I can't remember. The Sabbat. Is he a Sabbat member?
By blade or by spell. If you want it dead.
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks, but I've already learned to stay out of Captain
Hey,
Sophia's
sister, you look thirsty. Tell you what, you give me 1,000 gold pieces and I'll buy you a drink.
It's the one who wields both.
Right in my pockets is a good place to start. Then maybe my coin purse and my sack too. Or just dump it on the table. I'm not all that picky. You keep the clink flowing, and I'll be more than happy to buy you more drinks. Might even offer you my blade, if you're in need of it. Yeah? It might cost you extra, depending on how dangerous it is. Hell, make it dangerous enough and it might cost you less, but it'll still cost. I have no idea what you just said, but it sounds expensive. 1,500 gold ought to do it. You got yourself a deal. And don't worry, you're getting the better end of it.
My father was all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died.
3D NPC has like multiple quest lines and shenanigans. I wonder if he has anything important. Is this also a 3D? It has to be if it's Ramaran. Yeah. Oh, that's Geasley. How are you doing, Golemy?
Good day, sir. You're back. Working with the guild. Best of all, there's no need to smuggle things quietly anymore. With the influence we have,
the power of Magnus is at my command.
Usual guild rate. Let's take a look at them.
Unique spells. Oh. I have to wait 100? Darn. Oh well. Alright, I did give myself some boosts.
Just remember me if you get your hands on anything else.
Alright, where's Delphine? Interesting.
How fares your day?
Are they upstairs? Or are they downstairs?
Get away from me.
looking for Malborn. Still 0. Seriously, where is he? Ah, there he is.
Yes?
Hello?
Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal.
Some wine?
I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Yeah. You can take everything else so long as I still have this. Then I can do a supply dump.
Do you have business with the Dominion?
Oh, I gotta do that. I won't be able to do that with this guy following me. Alright. Time to go meet Delphine at the stables. And have plenty of fun role-playing. Oh, there she is.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
Lately? No matter how harsh the
Good.
winter, the crops that
I
grow
have your
there
invitation
never
to the
falter.
party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be... When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what You can't go to a party at the
Hi
Thalmor
there.
embassy dressed like that.
Wow.
I've got your back. Let's get going then.
I guess that will have to do. You should... Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
My hope here is this guy will just teleport to us.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellenwyn's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. Please. First,
Interesting.
There's not enough drinking in the world today. Wouldn't you agree?
Welcome to the Thalmor embassy. Thank you, ma'am. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in...
SMH. The game is preventing me from teleporting Berlina in here. I want to wear my dress.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Have you? All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine.
Lately it seems like
Do I
every
have your
blacksmith
permission
in
to
Skyrim
uncork
is out
the
to prove that he's
Arinthia
the
Red?
equal of Yorland Granary.
Of course. I've told you
It's not
before
really a
not
fair
to bother me
comparison,
with
if you
such
ask me.
trifles.
Yes,
After all,
Madam Ambassador.
Yorland works the Skyforge.
My apologies.
How is any
We'll have
smith
to get
going to
better
compete with
acquainted
that?
later. Please, enjoy yourself.
I cannot use my magic. Do it. That it? No. She took my jewelry. And I want Berlina here. I want her for the role-playing. Let's see if I can find her reference ID.
What can I do for you, friend?
All right. Let's do some role playing.
The
Lead on.
hospitality of the
Good day,
Thalmor
sir.
Embassy is at your service.
It is not eyes
Greetings.
that reveal another's true nature. It is the heart.
Archmage Ilath-Pal speaks highly of you, Maven Blackbriar. Thank you for tolerating the presence of a college apprentice among so many dignitaries. I intend to be quiet, useful, and nowhere near your shoes with a spilled drink.
I hope you're
Flattery
enjoying
from a
yourself.
Dunmer apprentice at an embassy party. Either you're smarter than the rest of your class or better ghost.
I trust that this is
Keep
just
it
the
that
beginning of
way.
a long and mutually
And Archmage,
beneficial relationship.
introductions are charming. Complications are not. If your student starts
I'm so
any,
glad you
I'll
could
end them.
attend today.
Understood. My only ambition tonight is to collect a few harmless observations and escort the Archmage home with all her toes, and no diplomatic incidents. If there's a corridor you'd prefer we avoid, say the word and I'll tuck her sleeve the other way.
Avoid the places where whispers turn into leverage and you'll live to see morning.
She is quite a skilled mage. Perhaps she and I can teach your associates illusion magic.
Illusion is for people who can't afford steel or proof. My associates already know how to disappear without candles and make men say yes without spells. If you want to teach anything, teach me how to keep the Thalmor looking the wrong way while my wagons move on time.
Illusion excels at misdirection with plausible deniability.
Why
A
would
single,
anyone join the
well,
Storm Cloak?
placed comma at the right
They
door
have a
saves
fraction
3
of the
guards'
Empire's
wages and a
wealth
bribe.
power.
I can draft a discreet curriculum, no signatures, no spectacle, and nothing that leaves residue if someone decides
If
to
I
audit
had
the air.
my way, I'd
Draft
spend
all
all my
you
time
like.
at parties like this, and none
If
of
it
it
takes
dealing
longer
with the
to
common
learn than
rabble.
it takes me to buy a Justicia's silence, it isn't worth my coin. But if you can make a watch captain forget which ledger he meant to open for 20 heartbeats, we may have a conversation.
20 heartbeats is feasible, provided the room and the timing are chosen, and your people understand where not to look while it slips by. I can outline 3 patterns that don't trip standard wards and leave no headache behind.
Put it on paper, not college parchment.
Okay, now I need to get right to her. Who next to talk to? Where's what's her face? I saw her. Oh, there she is.
Jarl, how good to see you. Have you seen any more vampires recently?
The night has been quieter since Mufai's a settled archmage, but quiet as a thin blanket. I have seen shadows taste at doorframes in my dreams, then starve. That tells me your work holds. It also tells me hunger remembers the path. Keep your wards trimmed and your torch ready.
We've kept our notes current, Jarl. If any nest tests the edges again, I can put a simple detection veil on a mill's and boat's lips that won't spook honest folk. If it hums, we'll know before the coffins arrive.
Good. In Morthal, rumor arrives on the fog long before truth does. A soft watch that catches lies at the gate suits me. And you, Archmage, if your path bends back toward Hjalmar, bring me news. I prefer to greet trouble while it still fits in the hand.
And what of the dragons? How have your visions shown them in your city?
I have stood on Haimun's step in the small hours and watched a wind that was not wine circle the marsh. In the visions, the great winds are there and not there, like old debts that refuse the ledger. They do not love our low fires or our wet ground. They pass over Hjalmark as a wolf skirts a briar, looking for easier meat. But when the river freezes smooth and the smoke hangs, I see one testing the line between town and fen. Your Ciri, that is all of Skyrim to me, survives when it moves before the tail hardens. Teach the holds to duck the first ember, and the blaze finds no chorus.
We can harden that first ember line for you, Jarl. A dragon likes a straight bite, roofs that run together, streets that funnel heat. Morthal doesn't give it that. If you'll allow, I'll mark 3 soft measures. A simple roof wet drill for the nearest row when the horn blows, a thin ward at the bridge and saw that turns flame sideways into the marsh, and a signal cadence your watch can beat on pots to scatter folk under eaves without a panic. I could learn a lot from the people in this room. Why, thank you. You are most courteous. I admit I'm surprised to see you here. Normally these parties are reserved for the Jarls and business leaders of Skyrim. Elenwen must be very fond of you. It was a pleasure, thank you.
Is this setting more comfortable than those of a war camp, my Jarl?
Comfortable is a generous word for any room where every smile has a ledger behind it. But yes, I prefer glass in hand to a map spiked with news of another village burned. Here, at least, no one is freezing on a palisade while we argue about tariffs. You look quite at ease yourself, Archmage. I hope Elenwen's hospitality hasn't come with a bill you'll regret in the morning. These parties are never only about the wine. If she's courting the college, I would rather know her intended price before she starts to collect. Tell me, have your graybeards and your mages found us any better shelter from the dragons since we last spoke? Solitude sleeps, but sleep is not the same as safety. And if your travels bring you ugly omens about Potmus remnants or the Bard's Festival, I prefer candor over pretty fictions, even in a lovely dress. If I may, my Jarl, our war drills for Solitude cisterns and bridge pins are ready for your steward's review. No, fireworks, just quiet measures that keep sparks from becoming tails.
Oh yes, the bill. Elwyn wants to know how your husband's horn was found at a shrine to Talos.
Elwyn wants many things, Archmage. Explanations most of all, so she can put them in her files and call it order. Here is mine, and you are free to repeat it word for word, if she presses you. A widow asked that her husband's rights be honored according to the customs of her people. A friend carried a war horn to a mountain shrine, so a Nord could sleep as a Nord should. No laws were broken by my hand, and no letters were signed. If the Thalmor wish to make an issue of a dead king's peace, they may bring that argument to my steward in daylight, not to my grief in whispers at a party. If Ambassador Elenwen prefers memoranda to mourning, my Jarl, I can provide a neutral note for Folk's Archive, simple language on funerary custom, and the absence of any state endorsement. That tends to take the heat out of gossip without giving ground. Do that. Vapor is often braver than people in rooms like this, and it helps to have the right page ready when someone goes hunting for scandal. And Archmage, if Elenwen corners you on my account, tell her I am hosting her under my roof tonight and expect the same courtesy I extend. Solitude will not apologize for remembering. It's dead.
Oh, you are quite skilled. I was only speaking in jest, but well done, my Jarl. You may yet excel in the world of politics. That is, if you can refrain from Ulfric shoving his blade into your stomach. Such is life.
I have no taste for jest that ends in a widow's shroud, Archmage. Ulfric took one husband from me. He will not take my manners this well. I will do my duty with a steady hand and let the Legion do theirs with steel. If politics is a game, it is one I play for the sake of people who cannot afford another war at their door. The jest bites close to the bone tonight, my Jarl. If anyone presses the line between wood and thread in this room, I'll see the Archmage drift elsewhere. Your dress deserves better company than talk of stomachs and blades.
Who to talk to next? Now let's just move on to Elenwen.
The hospitality of the Thalmor Embassy is at your service. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim, and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests.
Forgive me, Ambassador, but I am still new to Skyrim, and my roles as Archmage and Dragonborn. Before then I was an Ashlander exile. I had only seen one other Thalmor, sent to meet with the Ashkin of the Zainab tribe. What exactly are the goals of the Thalmor?
How refreshing to hear the question asked plainly instead of through rumor. The Aldmeri Dominion seeks stability, prosperity, and the restoration of proper order across Tamriel. In Skyrim, that means upholding the white gold concord that the Empire signed, cutting the dangerous excesses that land to Vidmio, and encouraging governance that serves law rather than legend. My office oversees justiciars to ensure treaty obligations are respected, fosters trade and scholarship where they elevate standards, and reminds our younger cousins, North and Dunmer alike, that power without discipline ruins more than it rescues. If you find that vision unimpressive, Archmage, you are free to compare it with the alternatives currently unoffered in this province's streets and barrows.
Order is a tidy word for treating most Nords here as a boot on the neck, Ambassador. From a college desk, stability looks like roofs that don't burn and roads that stay open. If your justiciars can keep their hands off prayer books long enough to help with that, you'll find more friends than you expect. If not, we'll keep our own wards trimmed and let your reports say what they like.
I have no quarrels with banning Talos worship, but I must inquire. On behalf of the Dunmer diaspora in Skyrim, do the Thalmor oppose a new temple of Morrowind? The worship of the three good Daedra, Mephala, Zira. Oh, they are!
The Dominion's concern is with the treaties it signs and the realms it governs, Archmage, not with rewriting every chapel in Tamriel. The white gold concordat speaks to the Empire's cult of Talons. It says nothing about Dunmeri observances. Within Skyrim, We expect public order and adherence to Imperial law. If your new temple can manage its devotions without riots, sacrifices in market squares, or imported assassinations, you will find the Thalmor perfectly content to leave Dunmer piety to Dunmer priests. Where Diedrich worship crosses into criminality or subversion, it attracts the same attention from civil authorities that any unruly creed would, ours included. I trust the distinction is clear.
Clear enough. Our temples keep their doors where the law allows and their knives where the law does not. If a justiciar comes sniffing after incense instead of crimes, Ambassador, he'll find a paper trail from the college to your desk reminding him what business is and isn't in the Concordat.
Let me just double check something real quick on Elder Scrolls lore. Morrowind New Temple. Doesn't say when they were founded exactly.
Ambassador, I think we're in agreement. It is a shame that the Nords have not treated my people how they themselves wish to be treated. 400 years since the fall of the false gods, 200 years since the Red Year, not one temple has been built in Skyrim. If you seek order and stability, such temples would help the many Dunmer here. Better them to worship in public than in private, no.
You will find no objection from me to lawful. Stones rest in lawful places, Archmage. Public rights are visible, accountable, and, most importantly, predictable. When a community knows where its devotions live, magistrates can measure their bounds and neighbors can judge their conduct. If Dunmer citizens of Skyrim wish to fund and staff their temple under Imperial law, the Dominion has no quarrel with the architecture. Should it Jalbok, he can explain to his own ledgers why order is better served by sellers and whispers.
Temples don't riot. Crowds without a place to stand do. Give people a clean threshold and a posted hour, and you get prayer instead of rumors. If a charter and a sensible set of conditions would help the Grey Quarter or the docks, put doors on what already exists. Ambassador, the college can draft language that keeps knives and rights separate. Let the incense burn in the open and keep the blood in the butcher's lane.
Brelina, my student, know my partner and I can travel to the Jaws and ask them to commission such. A letter from you would be a great help in persuading them.
If a letter smooths the way for civic order, I will provide one. It will state, in precise terms, that the Aldmeri Dominion has no objection to duly chartered Dunmeri temples operating under Imperial law, and that public rights, properly banded, are preferable to clandestine gatherings. It will also remind the Jaws that permitting such institutions does not exempt them from oversight. Present it as you see fit. I will have a sealed copy dispatched to each court where my attaches maintain correspondence.
That will do nicely. We'll pair your no with a clear charter, hours, processions, where not to burn incense, and a bright line between worship and knives. If a Jarl wants numbers, I'll bring them roofwet drills and market day routes that keep tempers low and trade high. And if anyone mistakes an altar for a manifesto, we'll have the parchment ready to remind them it isn't.
On another topic, Ambassador. As Dragonborn, I must know. Have you heard of any dragon sightings outside of Skyrim? Their return has been quite the course changer for history.
Reports travel faster than certainty, Archmage. We have confirmed accounts from border garrisons in the jails of distant roars, and of weather that clears too quickly, and a caravan out of Brumus for a shadow, like a sail across the moon. In Cyrodiil proper, no verified sirens, only frightful letters and enterprising minstrels. Hammerfell's coastal attaches sent one dispatch about a demi-bird of fire beyond the Alika. When pressed, the witness recanted for coin. What is clear is this. Whatever stirs in Skyrim has not yet taken to nesting beyond it. When it does, the Empire will call it legend until the granary bends. The Dominion prefers to prepare before the ash falls. If you can provide us with the patterns you have seen, where they rise, what draws them down, we can see that coastal beacons and bridge pins are readied on our side of the border as well.
We've been logging their habits, what wakes them, what grounds them, and how the first ember spreads. I can copy the clean parts for your tatches.
Yes, Brelina, please do that. The Dominion must be prepared should the dragons look elsewhere. Though, Elenwen, I must warn you, one of the dragons we've been chasing, a furry black dragon with thick scales capable of resurrecting fallen dragons. I believe it may be Alduin, a world eater. He could be a threat greater than the new medium itself. I must know where Alduin is and how to defeat him.
Thou old devourer is of larger claim than most Mendemic sober, Archmage. But I have read enough Nordic stone to know the name is not mere me talk. If the Black One is binding the Den to rise, every border watch from Solitude to Stingrad will be instructed to treat barren silences of light. As for where and how, your kind, not mine, are named in those prophecies. The Dominion can posture soldiers and ready horns. It cannot shut down the gods. Share what you learn from High Hrothgar, and I will see that our beacons answer the same winds your Draybeards read. The moment your patterns suggest a crossing into Cyrodiil or the Isles, we will act quietly and before panic makes fools of prefects.
We've mapped 3 things that matter against the Black One. Where his shadow lingers longest, usually over old mounds and wood walls. What grounds any dragon, broken wing, blinded eye, frozen joints, and what keeps a town from feeding the fire. No straight rooflines, what drills, and a war that turns flame sideways into empty ground. I'll send your attaches the clean cadences and the Brishpin notes. And Ambassador, if we put down the Woldirer, it will be because the Archmage does what only she can, and the rest of us do the small, disciplined work no saga ever sings about.
Thank you, Ambassador. May Oriel protect you. Brelina, time for some refreshments? No.
And may your voice find the right horse, Archmage. The hospitality of the embassy is at your service. Help yourself to the wine that hasn't been diluted by sentiment.
Refreshment sounds perfect. I'll bring you a glass that won't stain that dress, then we can find a quiet corner and mark down which Jarls get which ladders before the music grows teeth.
Over here, Brelina. Actually over here.
How are you doing, my love? We've spoken to many important figures tonight.
Holding the line, but I can feel the edges. You did well, Clear asks clean exits, no woes. Maven has her bait, Alicif has her dignity on paper, and Helen has a letter that helps more Dunmer than it flatters her pride. That's a good night in a nest like this.
Palanwan was surprised when I mentioned Aldwin. Either she's a great lawyer, or she truly had no idea. We may need to sneak into her office, as Delphine suggested, to prove the former.
If she knew more than her face showed, she hid it with a professional's polish. But surprise doesn't move troops. Warders do. If we're going to lift a page from her desk, we do it like librarians. Not bogglers, quiet, exact, and gone before the ink dries. Here's my shape.
I'll see if I can get someone to cause a scene. Malborn will use that time to help us escape. Ready your pacify spells just in case.
I'm ready. I'll keep the Compton and local doors, not crowds. On your signal, I drift the watch captain at the side hall and the pantry footman. You take the corridor. If anyone starts to shout, I pin their voice behind their teeth for 20 heartbeats and we keep moving.
I just want to look at the summary now that I ended it all. Oh, it took a little bit to generate the summary. At Elowin's embassy in Skyrim, Archmage Zula Ilath-Pal introduced her partner Brelina to Maven Brackbyre, going over illusion's usefulness and tentatively proposing discreet misdirecting training for Maven's associates. Zula then aided Jarl Ravencrone and Morthal. Yeah, for some reason it brought in like the entire dialogue on that quest. And Idgrod acknowledged her visions, accepted Zula's quiet ward proposal, and noted Dragon Skirt armor, but might test its edge. Solitude, Zula reassured Jarl Elisif, fulfilled her private request to place the Warhorn at Talos Shrine, and secured Elisif's resolve to frame the act as a cultural right over politics with a neutral memorandum to blunt Thalmor scandal. Zula's sharp jest about Ulfric drew Elisif's firm, dignified rebuke. Then Zula pressed Thalmor Ains and won support for legally chartered Dunmer temples in Skyrim, backed by a formal letter. They coordinated dragon readiness, shared observation patterns, and discussed the Black Dragon, possibly Alduin, while Elwyn promised quiet preparation beyond Skyrim. After Elwyn departed, Zula and Relina reviewed their successes and agreed to pursue Delphine's lead by infiltrating Elwyn's office. Neat.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? My friend, you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked. And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Hell, afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose. I need another drink. What does a fellow need to do to... Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend. Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, let's hope we both live through this day. Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
It'd be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine, fine. Get your hands off me. I'll be a good boy now. What?
Okay, still got her.
Thalmor overlords, would we? Someone bring me a drink, quick.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes
You're on
marching
your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with?
More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds.
What is... Something's not right with his gear. No thieving. Does Shroud Walk not do what I thought it did? Nice. Nice.
Come on.
That didn't last long.
Come here.
Ass!
Oh, what did you just do?
It didn't even do anything.
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest of it. Payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Gisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in together?
Stop, please. I don't know anything else. Don't you think I'd have told you already?
Silence. You know the rules. Do not speak unless spoken to. Master Rollindale will ask the questions.
Let's begin again.
No, for pity's
You know the
sake.
rules.
I've already told you everything.
Start at the beginning, as usual. If you persist in this stubbornness,
I was
I'll
just
have...
catching my breath. Why wouldn't I tell you again? I don't even know anything. There's an old man. He lives in Riften. He could be this Esbern you're looking for, but I don't know. He's old and seemed kind of crazy. That's all I know.
And his name is...
I don't know his name. Like I've already told you 100...
You know the rules. Just answer the questions. And where can we find this nameless old man?
Oh, like I said, I don't know. I've seen him down in the Ratway. Maybe he lives down there, but I don't know for sure.
That will be all for now. I must say I continue to be disappointed in your lack of cooperation. I hope next time you will do better.
What else do you want from me? I've already told you everything. Listen, if you let me go, I can take you to Riften, show you where...
Silence, prisoner. Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice.
Why? Why do they continue to throw themselves at us?
Huh? What in the... Fool, what do you think you're doing?
Nope, I've been on mute.
World.
Well, time to hit 100.
Ah, dangerous.
Oh, hi, Malborn. So does somebody actually have a key? Trapdoor key.
Well, Delphine was wrong. The Thalmor are not behind the dragons like I thought. Should we rescue this Esbern guy from the Thalmor?
Quiet, Zula. Yes, we move for Esbern, but not like amateurs. If the Thalmor want him, he's either useful or dangerous or both. That means we assume watchers in the Ratway, paid years at the Bee and Barb, and at least one dossier runner already en route to Riften's Keep. Here's my proposal.
We'll need to stop by Riverwood. Delphine has some of my equipment there. But yes, let's regroup at the museum, then meet up with Delphine, and then find this Esbern.
Good. We slip out clean, straight to the museum for intake and a short debrief, then Riverwood for your kith and Riffin. No side errands. At the museum, I log what we found, copy the embassy names, and prep a simple cover letter in case Selwyn tests the waters through a steward.
Alright. Think this is where we shall end things. Next time we will drop this guy off that we couldn't drop off as I hoped we would have been able to. And then, yeah, we'll directly continue on the quest for Esbern. Prioritize that instead of going all the way back here. What all do I have up in this area? Ah, we're gonna be skipping Meridia. Yeah, I need to kill what's his face. And there's a bunch of quests that need done, but oh, anyways, I was just getting distracted. These are some lovely dresses. I had a lot of fun with this episode, this stream. All right.